I told myself I wasn't going to make an advice to college kids video, but I changed my mind. Look, I even dressed up. Number 1, do stuff. This is something that I really wish I would have done more when I lived on campus. Stuff. Try out for a sport, join a club, audition for a play, create a jogging regimen, anything. It wasn't until my 3rd year of college that I actually took advantage of the town that my college was in, and I found out we had a movie theater that had movies for $2. And I don't mean like movies that have been out for months. I mean like these are new release movies for $2. Midnight showings for $2. Why did no one tell me? Make sure to leave your dorm. Go out and do things. Get some fresh air. Go for a walk. Your sanity will appreciate it. And if you do hang out in your dorm room, keep your door open. Meet as many people as you can. Go on adventures. Number 2, you might not find your people right away. I mean, you might even think that your people just exist on the internet. But don't stress about it. You'll make friends naturally. Just put yourself out there. Number 3, yes, it will be on the test. Number 4, going to class benefits you. Who would have thunk it, right? Most of your professors won't care if you go to class or not. And if you're in a lecture hall, they probably won't even take attendance. And if your professors do take attendance, they probably don't care about your excuses. I had a professor tell my class one time that every time we skipped his class, it was as if $54 was just floating out of our bank account. Yes, he had done the math. But you are a mature, responsible adult. You can make your own decisions. However, number 5, you should make a decision to talk to your professor. Even if you're in a lecture hall with hundreds of students, make yourself known. Don't be afraid to talk to your professors. Go visit them on their office hours. Get them to remember your name. It will benefit you. And I mean, I guess you could cut class and get the notes from a friend, but do you really want to put that pressure on that friend? Do you think they're really going to give you 100%? They have their own grades to worry about. Worry about yours. 6, in the same vein as going to class, if you're not a morning person, try not to schedule any classes before 10. I know that if you're a freshman or a sophomore, it's kind of difficult because all the upperclassmen have all the early pick of the classes, and they don't want any morning classes. But it's much easier for you to convince yourself that you don't need to go to class when you're half asleep and hitting the snooze alarm. Trust me, I've been down that road. Number 7, if you know your roommate or if you have friends on campus, try to coordinate your class schedules, and I don't just mean that for your booming social life. I had a friend who scheduled all night classes because he wasn't a morning person, but all of his friends, including me, had all early classes. He would always skip his night classes to hang out with us, and he had to end up retaking all of his classes. Don't fall into that trap. Number 8, don't brag about being gifted or skipping a grade or your SAT scores or whatever. If you go to a good school, everyone else is as smart as you. And if you go to an okay school, no one else cares how gifted you are. Number 9, distractions are everywhere. This is not me harping to do your homework, blah, 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 but I don't think you understand how many things will be going on later that day. Seriously, do your work now so it's off your mind and you don't have to worry about getting back to finishing it. I had this roommate who had trained himself for when he had plans later that night. He would force himself not to take a shower until all of his schoolwork was done. Thankfully, he had his own room, but you get the point. He didn't go out and do anything because he hadn't showered because his schoolwork wasn't done. He would never leave while there was schoolwork to be done because he hadn't showered. Get it? Number 10, make sure you have an escape plan. I'm not saying you're going to be doing anything illegal, and I'm certainly not advocating it, but you cannot control the behavior of other people. If things get sticky, make sure you have a way out of there. Number 11, there is no dress code. Don't worry about getting dressed up to go to class, or going out to eat, or anywhere, really. I mean, you can. Sure you can. But girls, you don't need high heels for that 8 a.m. class, and guys, you don't need gel in your hair. But you should probably shower. For the love of God, shower. Number 12, make sure you have a stapler, lots of pens, a 3-hole punch, and at least one 3-ring binder. Trust me. Number 13, learn to cook. Don't go out to eat every single night. That's very expensive. And don't eat ramen every night. That's disgusting. Unless it's gourmet ramen, which is a thing. Go look it up. But no, seriously, learn how to cook a meal. It'll save you a lot of money in the long run, and guys, you will look impressively snazzy to the ladies. Never doing that again. Number 14, remember that you are not alone. As daunting as a college campus can be, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of other people going through the same exact mental process that you are. There will be a million things going on inside your mind, and that's okay. Just take a step back, take a breath, and focus on what you know. And if there's something you don't know, utilize the resources available to you. Most people underestimate the difference between high school and college, and it can be very overwhelming. You should meet with your academic advisor at least once a semester, if not more, and contact them if you have any questions about anything academically. They will probably be able to help you, and if they can't, they will point you in the direction of where you need to go to say words for your problem and stuff. I got really eloquent at the end of that one. Number 15, did you know that if you change your periods and commas from 12-point font to 14-point font, it usually adds about a half a page to your essay? Not that I would know. Next number, please. Number 16, take time to act like a kid. That playground you pass every day, take 10 minutes every day and play on the swings. Chase down the ice cream truck. Draw the hair of the girl sitting in front of you during class. These are all things that I've done on multiple occasions, and I promise you the hair drawing thing is not really as creepy as I might be making it sound. Number 17, take classes that interest you. You don't want to be bored, and there are a lot of options when it comes to choosing college classes. The great thing about picking your own college classes is that there's lots of different combinations for you to knock out the degree of your choosing. Number 18, speaking of the degree of your choosing, I've heard it said that you should pick out the profession that you want to be in when you're a junior in high school. That is hilarious. Most people I knew who had their degree picked out freshman year of college changed it within 2 years. If you want to spend the first few semesters knocking out your basic classes and trying to test the waters of different majors, that's okay. Most colleges don't require you to choose a major your freshman or even your sophomore year. And if your parents don't like that idea, remind them that it's cheaper for you to test the waters before you choose a possible career rather than changing your major 2, 3, 4 years down the road to something completely different. But you should always end up in the major that you want to be in. That is the most important thing. Number 19, take time to figure out who you want to be. Every day you wake up is a new day with new chances. You will constantly be changing all of your life, and instead of feeling pressured to be something, you should be working on creating yourself. Every day, create yourself. And number 20, let's say it all together, have fun. College is supposed to be one of the most exciting, fun, inspirational, blah 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 times of your life. Please make it worth remembering. And that's all the advice that I could cram into this video. It's already as long as it needs to be. Do you have anything to say, Jake? Nope. Okay. In the comments down below, I want you guys to help each other out. Those who have been to college or even high school, leave little tidbits of information things down below. And for those of you who are going into college or into high school, ask any questions that you might have down below, or leave any worries or hesitations you might have, and myself or one of my helpful viewers might be able to help you. Alright, play nice. Bye. Did I mention it also travels in time?